When we think of the Eastern Front in World War II, we think of Germany and the Soviet Union. But did you know that over 200,000 Italian soldiers were sent straight into the brutal Russian winter? And the craziest part, Hitler didn't even ask for them. This is the story of how Benito Mussolini's obsession with prestige ended in one of history's most forgotten military catastrophes. In the summer of 1941, Germany invades the Soviet Union. Mussolini suffers from a massive case of FOMO. He wants to prove Italy is a global superpower and insists on sending troops. Eventually, he deploys 235,000 men. But there was a fatal flaw. They were equipped for warfare around the Mediterranean, not Siberia. When the Russian winter hit with minus 30-degree temperatures, the soldiers faced reality. Their uniforms were paper-thin. Their boots had soles made of cardboard and felt that literally disintegrated in the snow. Weapons froze solid, and their hand grenades, they refused to detonate in the snow. Lacking heavy tanks, they had to rely on 25,000 horses just to move their gear. By the winter of 1942, the Italian Eighth Army is placed along the Don River to protect the German flanks during the infamous Battle of Stalingrad. The Italians are stretched incredibly thin across a 170-mile front line. In December, the Red Army strikes back with Operation Little Saturn. It's an absolute slaughter. Soviet T-34 tanks roll right through the Italian lines. In some sectors, the Italians are outnumbered 6-1. Without heavy anti-tank weapons, the Italian positions are pulverized. A chaotic retreat into the deep snow begins. But amidst this nightmare, a legend is born. 130,000 Axis soldiers are completely surrounded by the Soviets. On January 26, 1943, at the legendary Battle of Nikolayevka, Italy's elite mountain troops, the Alpini, do the impossible. Out of sheer desperation, launching a final, heroic bayonet charge, they manage to punch a hole through the Soviet ring of iron. They save the lives of tens of thousands of retreating comrades, but at a horrific cost. Over 80,000 Italian soldiers never made it back from the Eastern Front. They froze to death in the snow or died in Soviet gulags. When the remnants of the army returned, Mussolini tried to cover up the disaster. But the truth leaked out. The public's fury over the dictator sacrificing the country's young men in the Russian snow was the final straw. Just a few months later, Mussolini was overthrown and arrested. Mussolini's dream of glory died in the Russian winter and took his regime down with it. What do you think? Should Hollywood make a movie about the Alpini's retreat? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.